I've always wanted to tell my clients' stories in particular. I am heartily sick of the cardboard cutout way in which criminal defendants are portrayed in the media and in books and, and movies and everything else. They're just evil people that sort of spring out of a bush and off they go and commit horrible crimes. And of course, nobody is only the worst thing they've ever done in their life. And I feel like when I've talked to juries about my clients' life stories that they've come to understand them, and I wanted to try to talk to a broader public, if possible, and tell those stories, and tell my own as well. I also think people are going to be a little, and readers have told me this, since the book came out, that they're surprised at how stacked the deck is against a defendant, because they sort of believe that, there's these technicalities that get guilty guys off, and and particularly when they read the Jennings story at the end, when they realize that a technical rule put an innocent woman in prison, I think maybe they'll see the criminal justice system a little differently. I hope so, anyway. While preparing for the bar, I needed to begin my job search. The way opened up almost by accident. I decided to apply to the Cook County Public Defender's Office. In 1976, James Doherty was the public defender of Cook County. One afternoon in August, I took the L downtown to the Richard J. Daley Center, resume in hand. I was directed to take my resume to the assistant's office on the 4th floor. I was standing there, not too sure to do, when a ruddy bear of a man emerged from the inner office, Jim Doherty himself. "Can I help you?" he asked. I gulped. This was the interview I was trying to get. I knew I should jump at the opportunity. "Mr. Doherty?" He nodded. "My name is Andrea Lyon, and I'm applying to work in your office." I could feel the sweat running down my back, but I looked him right in the eyes, hoping my voice wasn't quavering. "I think it would be to your advantage to talk to me." That just popped out. I was standing there not knowing if I'd sunk my own ship when I heard what would be the first of many irresistible belly laughs from Cook County's public defender. "To my advantage, huh?" He stepped back into his office and gestured broadly. "Come on in." In addition to the usual desk and bookshelves, the large office held a couch, 2 upholstered chairs, and a coffee table. On a separate table with 2 chairs facing each other was a chess set. Mr. Doherty gestured for me to sit, still chuckling at my temerity. "So, why is it to my advantage to talk to you?" he asked. I told him I was smart, organized, hardworking, and fiercely dedicated to clients and their constitutional rights. At the same time, I kept glancing over at the chess set. One gamble had paid off. Why not another one? I pointed at the chess set. "So, Mr. Doherty, do you play, or is that for show?" My father had taught me chess. Doherty looked at me and smiled, a spider to the fly kind of smile. "Uh-oh. Is that a challenge?" he asked. "You bet," I replied. So we played. Jim was an excellent if undisciplined player. For the only time in the games we'd play over the years, I beat him. After the game, I thanked him for his time and prepared to leave. Back home, sitting at the kitchen table, I was about to tell my mother about my day when the phone rang. "May I speak to Andrea Lyon?" "Speaking." "This is Jim Doherty. You start Monday." I called my father to give him the good news and to thank him for teaching me chess.